Alright, I got 5 single-player games coming out this year, 2023. These games are in no particular order. This is just my opinion of 5 of the most anticipated single-player games, or games that have a single-player element to them. Starting with our first game, we have Atomic Heart, which is an upcoming FPS action role-playing game, in other words, RPG, that takes place in the Soviet Union in an alternate 1955. Advances in robotics in the 1930s enable the USSR to defeat Nazi Germany in 1941. Now this game, just by the looks of it, it reminded me of, the art style itself reminded me of BioShock Infinite or like a Dishonored 2. I think it looks crazy. It looks fast-paced, a lot of shit going on, and I'm up for that. I can't wait to play this. Atomic Heart is set to drop February 20th, 2023. Our next game here is Dead Island 2, the long-awaited Dead Island 2. This thing was announced or teased back in 2015 or 16, I could be wrong. Anyway, this is a stylish, vibrant, and flooded with zombie infection. Explore an iconic, gore-drenched Los Angeles. There's nothing much to say. If you've played the first Dead Island, you kind of know what this game feels like and plays like. If you haven't, go check it out. As you can see, the gameplay here looks pretty similar. Fan favorite franchise, so we'll see how this thing turns out. Dead Island 2 drops April 28th, 2023. Alright, what we got next is Black Myth Wukong. Now this thing just looks nuts. Black Myth Wukong is an upcoming action RPG based on the classical 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. I have no idea, I've not read that novel, but it is interesting. We follow the main protagonist, Sun Wukong, hopefully I'm not saying that wrong, in his vast adventures and glorious battles against mythical creatures. Now this one I've heard and kind of looks like that it has a Souls-like element to it. I don't know, this one just looks really interesting. I can't wait to play it. There's not a set date on it other than the year, which is 2023, so if you're interested in this game by the looks of it, keep a lookout for an exact release date. Alright, game number 4, we have Star Wars Jedi Survivor. If you've played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, then you might know that this is the sequel. This narratively driven single-player title picks up 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and follows Cal's increasingly desperate fight as the galaxy descends further into darkness. I, myself, enjoyed Fallen Order. I thought it was a new twist for the Star Wars franchise, bringing, again, Souls-like elements to it. I had to say, though, the graphics and playstyle carried the game. Not to say that the story wasn't good, but I found myself enjoying the gameplay more than the story. So take that how you will. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is set to release March 17th, 2023. Okay, I didn't intentionally save the best for last, but as you know, we have Starfield. The year is 2330. Humanity has ventured beyond our solar system, settling new planets and living as spacefaring people. From humble beginnings as a space mariner, you will join Constellation, the last group of space explorers seeking rare artifacts throughout the galaxy, and navigate the vast expanse of the settled systems in Bethesda Game Studios' biggest and most ambitious game. I'm sure you've heard lots and plenty of this game. It's going to be huge. And obviously, I'm sure most of us will be wanting to at least try this game out. Again, there's not an exact release date for it other than 2023, so keep a lookout. I know I will. I always enjoy, space exploration games. I think they're my favorite. I can't wait to see where this thing goes. Alright, just really quick before we end the video, we have 2 honorable mentions, beginning with Redfall. The town of Redfall is under siege by a legion of vampires who have cut the island off from the outside world. Now this thing, I believe, is made from the studio that made Prey and Dishonored. If you enjoy vampire slaying and an RPG element to it, this one might be for you. Redfall is set to release in 2023 with no exact date. I believe this game is coming to Game Pass, so there might be a updated release date for it in the future. And our last honorable mention is Dead Space Remastered. Set in the 26th century, the story follows engineer Isaac Clarke, a crewman on a repair vessel assigned to the USG Ishimura, which is later attacked by mutated human corpses, also known as necromorphs. If you're familiar with Dead Space 1, the original 2008, then this is pretty much the same story on steroids. The graphics take a huge leap compared to the original. Not to say the original wasn't great, that thing was awesome. It's still my favorite Dead Space to this day. You know, there's nothing more I can say about it. It's been everywhere. It's actually releasing in a couple of weeks, January 27th, 2023. This game looks incredible everywhere, from the lighting, the graphics. Apparently there's no loading times, it's just all seamless. One huge map. Once again, these were my top 5 most anticipated single player games. Let me know which yours are in the comments below. Let me know what you think about some of these games that I showcased here in this video. Leave a like if you want to see more lists in the future of some of my most sought out games. I hope you have a good day. Thank you, Sentient.